So what is Mischief Makers?
Hey man, how's it going?
Not bad, not bad. No more cowboy ghosts, right? You gotta understand something. I ride the Clancers. I have the answers. I play Greek dodgeball with a Persian kitty. Just me, Marina Light Years, and a lot of shaking. Oh sure, those bees need their honey, but I need gold gems. The professor cannot wait forever. The evil empire will not allow it. So, where are you going?
Here's fine. New Mischief Makers, only on Nintendo 64. It's a trip.
In the 5th generation of consoles, 2D platformers went out the window like a bad smell. If it wasn't 3D like Super Mario 64, the games didn't even get a proper look it deserved, and while you still had some good ones, have you ever played a game called Mischief Makers? Mischief Makers was released in 1997 on a Nintendo 64 by Treasure. This was their first release on a Nintendo console, with even Nintendo publishing it in North America and Europe, while in Japan, it was published by Enix. Out of the multitude of 3D platformers released for the console, this was the rare 2D platformer. Well, sorta. The characters and backgrounds were rendered in 3D, but the gameplay and physics operated in a 2D space, sort of like Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo, but even better. This sort of visual style has been given a name 2.5D, and is still pretty popular nowadays in modern indie games and reboots. So while you might see these beautiful sprites for characters and platformers, intermittently you'll see some, let's say, some varying qualities of 3D rendered environments and objects. Speaking of characters, you are Marina Light Years, or more precisely, Ultra Intergalactic Cybot G Marina Light Years, an android created by the smart and pretty pervy Professor Theo as a maid, protector, and professional shaker.
Shake, shake!
Both of them are traveling across the galaxy and find their way to Planet Clancer, which, what the fuck is that? What is that? Why is this depressed face everywhere? The houses, the people, the fucking environment. What the fuck is happening here? Anyway, they land and the professor is Princess Peached by a criminal group of depressed Hitmonlees, so it's up to Marina to venture out and continuously save her inept creator. You control Marina across 5 worlds with 12 levels each, walking from left to right, talking to locals, attacking enemies, and in the meantime, shaking everything.
Shake, shake!
No, I'm not joking. Marina's primary way of attacking is grabbing enemies and objects and throwing them either against the wall, ground, or maybe just up in the air for some fun. All of the weapons in the game can be grabbed and thrown, such as shuriken, boomerangs, bombs, and even guns. When you aren't throwing enemies, you're shaking them.
Shake, shake!
Shaking certain things may cause certain things to do something else, such as make a missile grow bigger, maybe turning a pea shooter into a spread shotgun, or maybe accelerating the countdown of a bomb. Mostly though, you'll be shaking down the inhabitants of the planet for any color jewels they may have, with red jewels being used for payment for continues when you exhaust all your life and die, and hints given by this weird pink Clancer ball with a bow. Blue and green gems are used for little and a lot health regeneration respectively, and a special gold gem can only be found once in each level. These gems can also just be found in the level just out in the open, so why are you robbing these people? I don't know, but stealing is badass. Anyway, besides grabbing and shaking, Marina can also jet boost, which can be done in 4 directions for either faster propelling or give yourself a little extra boost to your jumps, which will help you with some of the massive jumps to platforms. Marina can also slide jump and roll for various purposes, and basically, that's all you get. Each level, Marina is dropped in an environment and either told to explore for herself or fulfill a certain objective at the start. These objectives can be to either find a certain object or person, navigate a maze, or even the Olympics.
Disqualified!
You can take a ride on a platform continuously sinking in lava, or navigate these 3D style vertical platform levels that maybe won't make you motion sick. You just know at the end of the level you'll be looking for this green star, which will end the level, but not before judging you with a score, usually very poorly. Intermittently throughout these levels are boss fights, either against these random sad-faced monsters, or the flamboyant commanders of the Empire, the Beast Sector, who are basically if the Power Rangers were combined with the Star Fox team. Each mid-world boss fight follows a pattern of grabbing the boss while they are vulnerable, and either throwing them or shaking them. You can grab any projectile that comes towards you to parry it, so it's all a matter of finding out what works. You fight each member of the B Sector twice, with the second time against them and their fucking Transformer Zoids. These boss fights are the most intense, as it has kick-ass music, multiple phases, and you get put in some absurd situations. Like here's Marina riding a fucking cat running away from a wolf man, shooting you on a mecha bike that turns into a mechanical wolf. Do you not see how great this is? This game does have some limitations, however. The controls can be awkward, especially using the boost when you need to go fast, as you can either use the C buttons or the control pad, but the pad is objectively faster even though using the C buttons are a lot more convenient to the hands. Some of the levels aren't great, just being quick run to the right and exit when you see the green star, and with the game being relatively short and easy anyway, you can feel where some laziness came in. Speaking of easy, most of the boss fights outside of the beast sector are piss easy, with dirty spamming slamming being the simplest solution to most of them. Yay! Either way, playing through this game is highly recommended, as it is fun despite how short some of the levels can be. The visuals look great, and the music is outstanding, even if it does repeat quite often. Nowadays, this game is regarded more as a classic, to which I agree, so if you get the chance to, highly recommend giving this a try. This game gets 3 Robo Furries out of 5.
Shake, shake.